some people that we work with, they say, I just want to write the book. Won't it sell itself? I just want to write the book. If I put it on Amazon, and we talked about that earlier in the series, won't Amazon market it? You might be thinking you'll get a publisher to publish your book. Won't they do the marketing? No, 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 they won't. You have to do all the marketing. However you choose to get your book out, you will have to do the marketing. It's great if you've already got a community, if you already have a ton of email addresses of men and women, contacts, clients, customers that you already have, then send out a message to them every now and then, tell them you've got the book coming, you're working on it, any questions, what do you want to see included in it. That's brilliant. You've already got your community to some extent. But really, the book, if you remember right back to week one of the purposes of writing a book is to attract new clients, people who don't know you, who don't know the services that you have, who don't know the services or the products that your company offers. So now we have to get into other people's networks. And so that's what this week is about. And I wanted to direct you to, particularly if you have this idea that I just write the book and the book sells itself. There's a brilliant, brilliant book by Todd Satterstone. Now, really interesting story about Todd. Todd started the amazing book website, 1-800-CEO-READ, 15 years ago, 2005, I think it was. He left it in about 2009, 2010 to publish and market his own books. But he wrote a book in 2010, and it's just been updated. And it's a really interesting story. Two parts of this story. The first is that book has an amazing title. I love book titles. I'm always looking at book titles. And this one, for me, is a killer. Every book is a startup. You know, you're creating this book. It's got a message. Yes, it's the best piece of creative work on this topic that you could muster, that you could put together. Yes, but you're an entrepreneur. You have to treat it like a startup. You have to have a plan to get the book out there. And that's partly, we've been touching on this over the past few weeks, but now we have to put that plan into practice. I love this. Every book is a startup. The idea that you should be not only thinking about creating your book, crafting a book. You're not just a creator, you are an entrepreneur. And that might be uncomfortable for some people, but I'm guessing that for you as entrepreneurs, executives, professionals, specialists, whatever you are, however you found us, my guess is you're not unused to that idea. So the book is a significant part of your marketing strategy for the next year, if not two, I would suggest. I mean, the 7 Failings of Really Useless Leaders was a core part of our marketing for 5 years. From 2007 to 2012, we were speaking on stages all over the world as a result of that book, and primarily the title. So your book is a brilliant way to define your marketing strategy for you, for your business over the coming 2 to 3 years. Let's stick to that. So you are a creator, yes, but you're also an entrepreneur. And now this week, week 9, we're beginning to make that shift over towards entrepreneur, towards marketing your services and your products and your business and yourself. How are we going to do that? Well, over the years, I've built up a sort of set of favorite strategies. And I wanted to kind of capture them for you here. And you know the 4 Ps: price, product, promotion, place. We've created the 5 Ps of book marketing. And they're different from the traditional 4 Ps of marketing. And this is what I call a graphic equalizer strategy. So you remember if you have an old hi-fi system, you have a graphic equalizer that sort of shows you, I'm going to have some bass here on the left. I'm going to have a bit of treble, and at the far end, I'm going to make it really, really high. So you can push these levers, these bars to any height that you want to change the tone of what it is you're doing. And this process, the 5 Ps of marketing, is exactly the same. So I'm going to show you or share with you the 5 things that we do and have done over the years. But you don't have to do all of these to the max, to 100%. You choose which of these levers you want to use. I think each, you might want to think about having it at a low level, at a base level for each of the 5 levers, but which ones you concentrate on, I leave entirely to you. Whatever's appropriate for you, your skills, your interests, your audience. So don't assume I'm telling you, you have to do all 5 of these to the max. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you need to choose which of these you're going to do and how much you're going to do each of these. let's get into these 5 Ps. The first is your platform. We'll talk more about that in a minute. The second is podcasts or podcasting. The third is partners, people you might work with. The fourth is paperless, a paperless strategy. And the fifth is promotion. The 5 Ps of marketing your book, these are the 5 Ps that I have settled on, that Jacqueline and I have settled on over the years. Now, we've worked with a number of men and women over the years, and I want to share with you today the names and the websites of the 5 people, 5, maybe 6 people that I found brilliant in this area of marketing books. Now, you need to know that I am not a marketing specialist. So I have invested in courses and coaching and consulting with people that I consider to be amazing at marketing books. And I'm going to share with you their names, their websites today, because you need to build a plan that's right for you. Now, if you look on book marketing on Google, Bing, whatever platform you use, you're going to come up with a ton of stuff, and it could drown you. By all means, do that. Look at book marketing. But I'm trying to give you a head start here. These are the 5 people whose work I have personally invested in, who I can vouch for, and I'll tell you a little bit about each of them in the next few minutes. Cunningly, there's 1, maybe 2 for each of these 5 Ps of book marketing. Let's look at the first P, platform.